What interesting Gath is this? Probably.
What a strange turn things had taken. A forgotten temple, a pact with a brittle-bone hexer, a shackled god. Chieftain Akrog's mind was racing as they climbed the overgrown staircase. Up and up the mountain it went. Up and up, until the air felt so thin, even Moonblood Noag had to pause for breath. An ancient stone gate loomed before them, a circle with 5 stars. Akrog pushed it open.
Gnor's claws. Fascinating.
It is. So the stranger says the Brittlebone priests built this whole place themselves.
The sacred seal. And yes, so it seems. Such energy. It looks quiet and peaceful on the surface, but something powerful is roiling beneath.
Like a god at the bottom of the ocean.
Or a monster waiting to bite. The bog tusks were right, Chieftain. This is not a good place. Not at all.
This energy must be Zarek's cub, no?
Indeed. It must be near.
How can it be no one knows of this temple? The Brittlebones must have needed many years to shape it.
True. But keep in mind that all this took place about 200 years ago. The Dark Races had just begun claiming Urgarth for themselves, so most of it was still uninhabited. Claws, even now this country is a no-man's land compared to where I'm from.
Where might Zarek's cub be?
Well, considering it is one of the most powerful demons in the world, I doubt they wrapped it in garlands and put it on public display. I say we explore the temple first to get a better picture of the situation.
Fine. Zazka.
Gotten so strange since Nihal's temple broke down.
Big Blood, what's wrong? It is the gift again, no? He is hearing the spirits.
It is true, but it is so different. So much clearer.
Then it must be tied to this temple. Grungwar thought so before. This place, it makes Akrog's gift stronger.
What gift?
Hard to describe. Akrog can sometimes hear spirits.
Oh? That's curious. And you just heard such a spirit?
It is true, but it matters not. They should go and find the cub. Stay close to them.
Fine. As you wish.
You're ready.
Head towards going, Doom. Sure, why not?
May Magua guide his hands.
Go join the world!
Why must they plague the Moonkin?
Under the lights.
Magua mends their flesh. Faster!
Pathetic!
Afraid of an old... They should be.
Let Akrog see.
This looks interesting.
Let Zazka get a proper look. If
That
he
way.
insists.
You will lead the way.
For the Moon King!
They will not get away from Sazka! Great! More problems to smash! They messed with the wrong tribe!
They will die.
Great! More problems to smash!
Noah, go there? Keep moving. He will protect the tribe. Afraid of an old troll? No mess with Noah.
Over here, big shit! Interesting. Probably. Huh. What is that?
Noah, go!
On his way.
Time to make pay!
Behold the power of Magua! Even the worms would not eat such a beast! This way?
The best you can do.
They run from Noah. So pretty.
It is, no? If only the Moonkin tribe camp looked like this.
Izlaska loves the brittle bones so much, he is welcome to join them.
Zazka could not. He would miss Old Fur's lovely face. Let Zazka get a proper look.
Let Grungwa take a closer look.
What is this?
What this?
Moving now. On his way.
Time to move on.
Going now. Interesting. Probably.
That way.
What on Urgath?
Blocked. What is this? It makes Sakrog's hide prickle.
Maybe look at it?
Arafat Ishara is a good woman, and the best damn mage in the Order.
Mugwazutters. What is that?
Akrog knows not. He heard the spirits again, and then it was there.
A fracture. This is a fracture.
The brittlebone should speak clearly.
Forgive me, it's just... I've never seen anything like it. This thing, it's a... window. A window into the past.
Window? A hole in the... now.
Yes, it allows you to hear things from the past, or even bring them to the present. Seems like you made it appear with that gift of yours.
How made Akrog it appear? He cannot control the gift of spirits.
An excellent question. But I believe you were right, Elder Grafer. This place must have something to do with it.
Akrog understands not. How is it possible to look into what once was?
Well, that's a little complicated. Strictly speaking, fractures don't only allow looking into the past, but into a collection of possibilities. How to explain it? Ah, yes. Imagine returning to your tribe camp, only to find that your shelter has been crushed by a storm-felled tree. If that tree hadn't fallen, that shelter would still be intact, wouldn't it? Well, the fact is, there exists a reality where that tree never fell. Another world, you could say, identical to ours except for that tree. In fact, there's a reality for every single possible outcome and point of time. So, when I say window into the past, what I mean is an eventuality from the same string of causality, but at another point in time. More simply put, something that has not... It's a window into the past. Let's just leave it at that, shall we?
Akrog sees nothing of the past in this fracture, though. Only sparkles.
Yes, because the fracture hasn't been conjured yet. Normally, there is a device that can do that, a vinculum, but... Focus on the time window, Chieftain. What do you feel?
A tingle. Like ants are trying to crawl into Akrog's skull.
I see. Then let them in, Chieftain. Let the ants in.
What? No. They know not how this gift works. It could harm him.
Well, you believe it's a blessing from your goddess, don't you? What could go wrong?
He is right, trusted one. Try it.
All I'm saying is that she's gotten so strange ever since Nihal's temple broke down. Take last night, for example. I was taking a walk and she was standing at the sarcophagus, just staring.
Well, you've got to admit it's a bloody big torso.
Albric, I'm serious.
I know, but I honestly think you worry too much. Hierophant Ishara is a good woman, and the best damn mage the Order has to offer. She'll handle it.
May your word reach Aeonir's ear.
Could they see it?
So could I. You did it, Chieftain. You conjured a time window without a vinculum. That's spectacular.
Akrog is not sure he understands. These spirits, they came from the past.
Very likely so. Judging by what they spoke about, they must have been priests of the Sacred Seal.
The Brittlebones who ran this place.
Indeed.
These spirits, can they see the Moonkin?
No. Strictly speaking, they aren't even spirits, like the undead who weren't let into the River of Souls. If it helps, instead imagine them as memories. Memories of the world.
But why disappeared that rubble when Akrog conquered the fracture?
Conjure. And the reason it disappeared is because it wasn't there in the past.
So the chieftain brought it into the now?
Exactly.
That is handy. Could Akrog bring the spirits here too, though?
No. Only inanimate things can be pulled through a time window. These people are either dead or gone, and they will always stay that way.
Why are the spirits still there?
Good question. I assume they will stay here as long as they're in the presence of your gift. Which is a good thing. You can relive the memories more often, if you'd like.
They should move on.
We should. The field dog is here somewhere. I can feel it.
Grunwa is ready. Ready for action. Let Akrog see.
All I'm saying is that she's gotten so strange ever since Nihal's temple broke down. Take last night, for example. I was taking...
Fascinating.
More power needed. It works better than it tastes. Fight them down! Zazka's special brew coming right up.
Pathetic!
No mess with Noah.
This looks interesting.
Moving on.
What on Urgath is this?
Let Zazka get a proper look. You find out.
In that direction?
You will lead the way.
Going now.
What is
Tasks. Is this?
Must be. Let's take a look.
Let Grungwa take a closer look.
Noah, go!
This looks interesting.
Norse claws. This must be it.
the cub?
At least a part of it, yes.
But Akrog understands not how... This is just its torso. This means it is dead?
No, the cub is still alive. Grungwa can feel the hex power all around him.
I was about to say the same thing. Maybe... Yes. Maybe this is his prison. This is how the Sacred Seal trapped the Field Dog.
Zazka follows not.
The Field Dog. They are not only immortal, they are also practically invincible. Most scholars believe that no weapon on Io can even harm their hide. Now, considering we're looking at a severed torso, those scholars are clearly wrong. The Sacred Seal must have found a way to penetrate the Field Dog's flesh, but that wasn't enough to kill it. And that is precisely why the Sacred Seal never returned to Fiara and built this temple instead. They must have severed its body and locked the parts away in different parts of the temple, possibly to prevent it from resurrecting itself.
Resurrect itself? A stranger means Zarek's cub could make itself come back to life.
It's not unheard of, especially among the creations of Zarek.
That's strong. Maybe Cub could teach Noag when they make it free. Noag can bring sire and dead kin back to life.
I'm afraid it doesn't work that way, little big one.
The stranger's mind is very quick. How knows he all this is true?
It's just a theory. But unless you have a better one to offer, it's all we have to work with.
That sound. The stranger thinks it is the Field Dog.
Very likely so. It's sentience.
Sentience.
It's spirit.
So they need to find the other parts, and the cub will resurrect itself.
Chances are I'll have to help out with the resurrection bit, but yes, it seems like our best shot. Though we can probably assume the other parts aren't as easily found as this one. I can still sense traces of a powerful protection spell around this sarcophagus. And that's 200 years after it was banished.
Protection spells or not, they must try. Just think about it, Akrog. A beast like this on the Moonkin side, they will wade through Tusk Hunter blood. But Grungwa said Cub may be not nice to Moonkin.
Noag speaks true. There is no way of knowing if it would honor a pact. Zarak has no love for trollkind.
The Field Dog is not Zarak. It has been trapped here for hundreds of years, so do you really think it would not show gratitude to its saviors? But it is your choice. I would rather not do this on my own, but I will if I must.
What if the stranger is wrong, and the cub is dead already? The Moonkin are risking a lot for this.
Well, what do you want me to say? Such is life. You run from signpost to signpost, hoping one will show you where to find respite at last, but in the end, it is all a gamble. I'm not going to tell you this will be easy, let alone free of peril. But to me, it seems like this is the only signpost you have.
Fine. The Moonkin will free the cub. If this is the only way for the tribe to survive, then it is the path they will follow.
We have a pact, then? You will help me recover the body parts, and I will resurrect the Field Dog?
They have a pact. And while the Moonkin search, they will use this place as a tribe camp. It is easier to defend than one on the ground. Akrog has spoken.
So be it then. What now?
We should probably scout out the other parts of the temple, especially if your tribe is to settle here. I will take a closer look at the sarcophagus in the meantime.
All right. The Moonkin will...
Wait, what is that up ahead? Lord ready.
The gift. It whispers again.
No, go look.
Nor's claws. Another time window. Do it, chieftain. Use the gift.
The gift whispers again.
Aeonir, give me strength. It worked.
What spirit do?
It looked like she tried to absorb the Field Dog's energy. I don't know. But she was powerful, that's for sure. You should keep your eyes open for more of these time windows, chieftain. They might help us solve the puzzle.
Akrog will. They will search this place now.
Do that. I'll be with you as soon as I can.
If he insists.
That is a big gate.
Akrog feels more time windows?
No, but maybe they can break it open. Akrog.
Noah can! Noah strong! He crush!
Let him, chieftain.
Don't go boom!
Boom indeed. Impressive, little big one.
He is the Moonblood. He might be old, but his tusks are still sharp. Behold the power of Magua!
Even a worm could not eat such a beast.
Magua, help us, son.
Towards certain doom. Sure, why not?
Let there be light! What on Urgath is this?
You find out.
Let Grunwa take a closer look.
gate. Little blood, smash it.
Nog smash!
He is on his way.
He is going. There. Another time window.
Use the gift, Akrog.
The gift.
What do you mean she broke the seal?
Just what I said, Mum. She dispelled the seal, then did something to the beast's torso, then... Oh, Aeneas, save us! What's going on? What's going on?
You must have imagined that child. She wouldn't.
She did!
Break the seal. What meant they?
The young doe also spoke of the beast's torso. Maybe it's what the chieftain saw in the time window earlier.
What happened to the brittle bones here?
Be moving.
What are those?
Those look like hex doors to Grimoire. But they are sealed.
Strange. Latanya, what is this?
Oh, no idea. But it makes Zazka's hide prickle. And not the way a pretty troll doe does.
That is because it is full of hex power. Like Magwa's cradle. This thing, it must be tied to the hex gates. There are brittle bone symbols on it. Writing.
Maybe Noog smash and hex gates open?
Little blood cannot solve every riddle by smashing it. They should try to understand what it means.
Wise words. It has been a while since Grimoire last read Brittlebone writing. But he will try. Let him see. These eyes are not what they once were. There are symbols that point to the hex gates. One for each. And there are words below them.
What say they?
The first one to the left says, "Herein may your winds keep the world in flux."
Hurin. That is the guardian of rain, is it not?
Rain, winds, dreams, and the passing of souls. He keeps Io in motion. All right, the second one. Nihalv, grant us the courage to face our fears.
Nihalv. Nihalv. That is the guardian of the tiny Brittlebones, no? The dwarves?
Zaska speaks true. The guardian of valor and honor, or at least what the Brittlebones think is honor. The third one. The rain has made the stone very smooth. Grimoire will try. Shana, grant us shelter in these dark times.
Shelter? Like tribe camp, no?
It is true. Grimoire thinks Shana is the guardian of warmth and home. This one looks strange. Masked goddess. May your mysteries always shroud the cloud of evil.
Masked goddess. Grimoire knows a guardian who wears a mask?
No.
Maybe one of the renegades then. Nor?
It said masked goddess. So she must be a doe. A woman, as Brittlebone say. Grimoire knows not who this is. How odd.
Well, maybe the stranger knows.
There is a strange hole in the middle of the stone. An opening.
Is something in there?
So, one hex gate for every guardian. Simple enough.
It is true. Maybe the other parts, the cub, are hidden behind the gates.
Akrog had the same thought. Maybe...
Bowman! Noog Shieldkin! Fools! Don't! Behold the power of another time window. Something they did must have made it appear.
Conjure it, Akrog.
Blessed be the Guardians.
Your Reverence, blessed be. Where were you? There was talk of...
Break the sigil to the Temple of Hirin. I must renew the seal of its sarcophagus.
What? But you only just...
What wrong? Why spirit stop talk?
It is slipping away.
Try to focus.
You only just returned from the masked goddess's shrine.
Something happened. I cannot tell you more.
I don't understand, Your Reverence. Every time we break the seals, they grow a bit weaker. We shouldn't...
It stopped again. Curse it.
Big Blood, be careful.
You will be. One more time.
You are the gatekeeper, Rowan. I am the Hierophant. Now charge the keystone, the Shaper.
As you command, Your Reverence.
Big Blood!
It is fine. Akrog is fine.
He should still be careful. The chieftain is strong, but using the gift too often could harm his mind.
Careful, careful. Danger, danger. Was Old Fur always so timid? Or has age made him that way?
No. Losing someone when it could have been avoided did that.
What means Grungwa?
Those spirits, Chieftain. Grungwa thinks they were the woman they saw earlier, and the bone man they just crushed.
Akrog recognized the woman. But how knows Grunwar the other one was the bone man?
Because he was a hexer too, like the woman. Grungwa recognized his hex power.
And they were speaking of a keystone. Could that be the thing on the bone man's body?
Zazka was thinking the same thing. Is a key not what Brittlebone used to open the gates to their shelters?
Maybe this keystone is what can open the hex gates. Remember the opening in the big hex rock that Grungwa spoke of? Grungwa think keystone go there. Perhaps it is true.
Well, let them try it, no?
Could that be dangerous, Grunwar?
Grungwa thinks not. He feels not hex power on the keystone.
All right. Akrog will try.
What can he do for the tribe? He is going.
What is this? Akrog's hide prickles just looking at it.
Big Blood say something?
No. Just speaking his thoughts. It looks like it fits.
Nothing.
Chieftain? Chieftain, what happened here? I heard fighting.
Long story. But the Moonkin found these hex gates.
Portals. Interesting. They are sealed.
Zazka had not noticed.
What I mean is, they are sealed by a kind of magic I've never seen before. It's different. Strange. Tell me, what happened? What did you find out?
How is the magic of the gates different? The hex power.
Well, there are different kinds of magic, right? Demonology, light magic, evocation.
Gifts. They are given by Magua when a cub is born.
Well, that's one way to see it, yes. Thing is, the magic on these portals seems to be a unique kind for every single one. And they're extremely powerful.
Strange.
As I said. Now tell me, what did you find out?
There are words on this stone in the middle. Grimoire read them, and it looks like every portal is for a different guardian.
You mean they are dedicated to them? To which ones?
Hirin, Shana, Nihalv, and a masked goddess. The stranger knows who that might be.
Masked goddess? No, I'm afraid I don't. But I read some of the wall carvings while you were exploring, and it seems like this temple is dedicated to Aeonir. So?
There is not only one temple of the Sacred Seal, but 5?
Each dedicated to a different guardian, yes.
Then maybe the other parts of the cub are locked away in the other temples.
My thoughts exactly. The Sacred Seal didn't just cut the Fieldar into pieces, they also hid these pieces in different temples. That's impressive. Was there anything else?
A bone man tried to crush them, and he had this keystone on him. There was also another time window, where the bone man gave this to the mighty woman, the chieftain of the Sacred Seal.
Hierophant Ishara. That's her name. Might I see this keystone? An echo shaper. Fascinating.
It make echoes?
No, echoes. Like when you roar inside a cave. This is very interesting, Chieftain. I knew the Hibernians used these, but I never saw one myself.
So it shapes sound? Like a soul charm?
No, for the lack of a better word, echoes of feelings. Grief at a funeral, fear and anger on a battlefield. You get the idea. This thing can collect and shape them like clay.
How can feelings be collected and shaped? Feelings have no form.
They do, we're just blind to them. Much like a deaf person is to sound. These echoes cling to our world like dewdrops to plants.
The stranger likes his pretty words.
Only when they serve a purpose.
The Moonkin believe the Sacred Seal used this to open the Hex Gates.
And does it? Did you try?
It worked not.
So the other parts of the cub are probably inside these temples, and this echo shaper should be able to open the hex gates, but it is not. Is that it?
Yes. I suppose we have to...
Wait. Akrog has an idea. The Echo Shaper knows the stranger how to use it.
I could try. Why?
This bone, has it, well, echo?
Let me see.
Akrog is ready.
I'm not certain it worked.
Show him. The orb. It worked.
How knows Big Blood?
Because it feels different. The bone he gave the stranger, Akrog felt something inside it, like slowness. It made Akrog's thoughts slow, and that feeling, it is the opposite of what Akrog feels when he looks at the left portal.
Sasuke is confused.
No, actually that makes a lot of sense. This gift you have, Chieftain, you said it often made you have nightmares, right?
It is true.
Then it must be a form of dream weaving. You can sense these echoes just like you sense time windows.
What is dream weaving?
A form of hexing some brittle bones can do. They get into others' minds and listen to their thoughts.
Telepathy, yes. But that's just one expression of dream weaving. There are many, and I must admit, I've never come across one like yours, Chieftain Akrog.
Akrog could not sense echoes before. Why can he now?
You're looking at me like I have all the answers. I have no idea, Chieftain. But I think Elder Grafer's theory isn't that far off. The proximity to the temple must have caused it.
This is all interesting, but they still know not how the sacred seal opened the gates.
Actually, I have a theory. But I'll need more of this echo to confirm it.
So, the Moonkin need to go look for feelings of slowness? How is that supposed to work?
Ask your chieftain. He's the one with the gift of spirits. Find me about 10 times of what this bone had. Then we'll see if I'm right. I'll take a closer look at the portals in the meantime.
Where are they supposed to find more slowness, though? More bones?
Bones certainly help, but I'm sure there are other things too. Just use your gift, Chieftain. You should be able to sense it.
Fine. All right. They will see what they can find.
Perfect. Here, I found this key down in the sarcophagus room. Maybe it can open some doors for you. Good luck. And good work.
At his service. Time windows, brittle bone spirits, echo shapers. And Grangor has lived long and seen much, but this is only getting stranger.
Well, they are trying to bring a god back to life. What did Grungwar expect? That they would just march in here and sprinkle flowers on the cub? That it would wake up and hug them?
Zaska funny. Sometimes.
What is this?
Grungwa will go there. This.
All right. Grungwar, how works this?
The chieftain needs to slide the key into the slot, then turn.
Akrog sees. Will not turn.
No. It must be the wrong key, then. Every brittlebone door has a different one. No crush?
He can try, but it is strong. Maybe...
Shovel Claw! Noag eat!
No. Noag eat not. Shovel claws are friends of trolls. But, Sasuke has an idea. Stay here. What is that? Time to get his tongue stirred.
Trusted one, all right?
Right as rain. Let Sasuke get a problem. Easy.
Zaska, dig through Earth?
The tunnel was there already. Sasuke only crawled through it. He told them, being small is not all bad.
Going now. He's on his way. Bone men, crush them! Makwa will strike them down!
same as the other bone. It has slowness in it, but they will need more.
They got hurt with blood! Let him at them! Crush them now!
Only fools challenge the Moonkin. Stay down. What on Urgath is this? May Magua guide his hands.
Can Zaska help?
Let there be light! Quick power needed. No mess with Noah. They got hurt big blood! More life force. Quick Noah. Take a
Enemies killed a hero! The Moonkin needs him.
If he insists. You find out.
Oh, the flesh stinks.
Crawl root juice. The Brittlebones use it to stop corpses from rotting, so they can cut them open and study them.
Study them? Huh. Wonder what old Mugwa would think of that.
Brittlebone ways are curious. Has the flesh slowness in it, chieftain?
A lot. They should take apart.
No eat rest?
No, it is bad for the guts. Trust Akrog.
In that direction? Time to move on. Destroy them!
Enemies killed a hero!
Come on. Keep the worms waiting a bit longer. Come on. Keep the worms
Grunwa
waiting
is
a
ready.
bit longer.
Grunwa will not fight without
Zaska
him.
is listening.
No one here!
Interesting. Probably.
Akrog is listening.
He is going. Magua, mend their flesh. Why must they plague the Moonkin? Magua will strike them down! The tribe must survive!
It works better than it tastes.
Destroy them!
Even the worms would not eat such a beast.
They run from Noah!
Let Zaska get a proper look.
On his way.
Go join the worms!
Behold the power of Magua!
Zaska's special move coming right up.
Magua, help us! Coming for them!
Even the worms would not eat such a beast.
No mess with me here.
the lightsaber.
Interesting. There are words, too.
What say they?
Aeonir, bless these beings. Part of the stone plate is missing. It makes no sense like this. Bless them with what? They should come back here later.
Go. Great. More problems to smash.
Afraid of an old Kumatwa, and their flesh. Stay down.
Over here, be swift. It works better than it tastes.
Hexer, a powerful one.
Not go there. What this?
Going now. Head towards certain doom. Sure.
Telling you, they'll be back any moment now. You're welcome to go look.
Nurbok will stay right here. Nurbok, it is the chieftain.
Chieftain Bone Crusher, I was just convincing your great warrior not to squish my brains out.
What are Nurbok, Crum, and Zeramak doing here? They were supposed to be down the mountain with the tribe.
The tribe is down the mountain, safe and sound. Nurbok just wanted to be sure his trusted one, the chieftain, and the Moonblood are all right. Crum is sorry, chieftain. Zeramak and Crum tried to stop him. Speak not as though Nurbok were not here.
Nurbok meant well. But next time, he should heed the chieftain's word.
But worry not. He will leave the chieftain and the stranger to their brittle bone talks now. Zeramak, Nurbok saw something worth salvaging. Come. Of course. Sorry, chieftain. Have patience, chieftain. He will come around.
Indubitably. So, you found the slowness?
It is true.
Show me.
What on? Chieftain, they no go through Hexgate yet?
They will. But Zeramak must shape something first.
Interesting. Probably.
Good. That worked. Take a look at the Echo Shaper, Chieftain. How does it feel? Can you sense the slowness?
Akrog can. He can barely think when he holds it.
Good. Now, let me try something. Perfect. It worked.
The stranger did something. The feeling, it is gone.
Yes, because I sealed it inside the Echo Shaper. And something tells me this is exactly how the Hibernians here opened and closed their gates. Duality magic.
Explanation, please. In words even Grungwar could understand.
Opposites. It's a fundamental concept of our magic, even our world. Fire and ice, sound and silence, renegades and guardians. My theory is that these portals are sealed with an extremely powerful echo, and it takes the opposite to dispel it.
Not confused.
Just imagine this portal were a wall of fire. What would we need to put it out?
Water. So the stranger believes the sacred seal made these hex gates with different echoes. Is that it?
A different echo for every gate, each respective to their patron guardian. That first portal, the one you said felt opposite to what was in the bone, who was it dedicated to?
Hirin.
Guardian god of wind, rain, souls, and transience. That's why the echo of the bone felt opposite to the portal. What could be more opposite to movement than something dead?
Now this is making sense. So every time the Brittle Bones wanted to open a hex gate, they had to...
enchant the Echo Shaper with the reverse echo of the corresponding portal. The Dark Echo.
Now the time window they saw makes more sense. The gatekeeper looked surprised when the Hierophant wanted him to open the hex gate.
Probably because it was a difficult process, yes. I imagine that slowness, or rather stillness, is probably easier to find than the other dark echoes.
It is true. This is a difficult way to open a hex gate, though. Why found they not something easier?
Well, I'm guessing if there was an easy way to dispel these portal sigils, they wouldn't have been nearly as potent. This is a prison, Chieftain. Of course you'd want the thickest bars.
Well, it seemed like the thickest bars helped them not. The Brittle Bones are all dead.
True. Though we do not yet know why.
So the Echo Shaper can open the hex gate now.
Well, that's the big question, isn't it? Go ahead, Chieftain. Try it.
You find out.
Magua prays.
It worked! Gate go blue!
Indeed. Good work, Chieftain.
Oh, just stop the brooding grunts already. The stranger is right. The Moonkin did cursed good work here. Now, let them see what that other temple looks like.
Fine. Stranger, tell Nurbak and Crum to get the tribe up here and set up their shelters.
Wait, the chieftain wants to...
This will be the new tribe camp. It is true. They will not find a place easier to shield than this. Akrog has spoken.
And wisely so. I'll let your shepherd and great warrior know. Good luck, wherever that portal may lead. I will think about what the dark echoes of the other ones might be. Especially that of the masked goddess.
Good. Sharp tusks and thick hide.
If he insists.
You find out. And so it was decided. The Brittlebone Temple would be the Moonkin's new tribe camp, at least for a while. Had he made the right decision? Chieftain Akrog knew not. All he knew as he cast a last look over his shoulder before stepping through the hex gate was that a chilling power clung to the halls of this dead temple. A power the Moonkin direly needed.
All right. Now where by Mogua's sweet utters are they?
Look like island.
Oh, really? Zazgu was so confused. What he means is, where on Urgath are they? This is not the jungle.
Could be the ocean surrounding the screaming stones far down south. It is hard to tell.
So the Sacred Seal built their temples all across the land.
So it seems. It makes sense, of course. The farther the parts of the beast are from each other, the better.
True. Well, let them search the temple then. The sarcophagus must be here some... Wait. They see?
More air sparkles.
What should he do?
What on Urgath is this?
The gift.
Your Reverence. Blessed be the Guardians. Blessed be. Apologies for coming on such short notice. I hope I'm not disturbing you. What? No, not at all, Your Reverence. We were just wondering as to the purpose of your visit. The seal is still intact. Yes, that's what you believe. Take me to the sarcophagus. As you demand. Your Reverence, are you? What? Nothing. Forgive me.
That was the Hierophant. Ishara.
It is true. And the other one seemed to be a chieftain too, at least of some sort. Grangwa felt a strong power from both of them.
Other chieftain not look happy about Hierophant coming.
Surprised. Well, maybe there are some more time windows farther into the temple. Come, and crush sticks ready.
How chieftanish. Zaska must say, Trusted One is starting to sound more like Narjak every day.
Come.
Bold people, no one protect!
This looks interesting.
The gift. It whispers again.
Go join the war!
Magua will strike them down!
The words would not eat such a beast.
Lots of them.
No holes in their flesh or missing limbs, though. It looks not like weapons killed them.
Then what did?
The Moonkin will find out.
May Magua guide his hands. Let there be light!
Quick!
Not smash! Destroy them!
That way.
No one can smash this.
He is going. Strength worthy of a moonblood.
Easy for Nord.
What is that?
Looks like a golem. Stone come to life thanks to brittlebone hexes. They probably use them as warriors, so they should be careful.
It works better than it tastes.
It looks not alive.
And it is blocking the way. Maybe they could bring it back to life.
Even if they could, they should not. Brittlebone hexes are dangerous.
Grunwar, how dangerous are these golems?
Depends. This one looks not big, but some of them can use hexes, so there is no saying. As Grangwa said, they should stay away from it.
Comes that fearfulness with age.
Caution and fearfulness are not the same things.
Is there any way they can make it come to life?
Grangwa knows not. But maybe that hole in its chest has something to do with it. The golems Grangwa saw always had a glowing part there, a heart.
So maybe, if they found the heart...
Maybe.
And it is...
Even if they could, they should not. Brittlebone hexes are dangerous.
He is going.
Tusks. What on Urgath is that?
Must be some hex power. Look at the bone people. The wind freezes them.
Interesting. Probably.
This has hex power in it. Maybe it belongs to the golem in the southwest.
He fine. And it is blocking the...
Even if they could, they should.
Let him see.
Careful! It moved! They will not get away from Zazka!
They should die next. Magua, help us silence.
So powerful, and it had not even a soul.
It almost killed them.
What is this? Let Akrog see. The gift.
Driving me nuts, that's my problem. Just rock, water, and cold every bloody day. And that goddamned cold.
But it's safe, Lana. No one can get in. That's the entire point.
And no one leaves, neither.
You know, we're here for a greater purpose.
Wilfred! Lana! What is it? Hierophant Ishara. They say she's coming to the temple.
What? But the last blessing was...
3 moons ago. That's the point. No one knows why she's here.
What is it?
Looks like the part of a golem heart, like the one they found earlier. But this one is... He is on his way.
Time to make hay. What next? Over here, big shit.
Grunwa is here. He might be old, but his tusks are still sharp.
The blood for the tribe! Is old fur cold?
Quiet.
Why? It is true, is it not? How old is Grungwar now? 100? He...
Zaska, stop it.
They will regress them now. For the Moon King! Great. More problems to smash.
Behold the power of afraid.
They killed one of our heroes.
Magua, man their flesh.
Can Zaska help?
What this? Time to move on. Grunwa will go there. What is? The air is sparkly here. Like there is a time window, but Akrog cannot feel it yet. Let them look around. Maybe they can find something to make it strong. A brittle bone pierce stick. All rusty from the rain.
It's breaking free.
That helped. The time window is getting stronger. Still not enough, though. Let them keep looking. Maybe beyond that wall there. Not smash! Good work. Moving now. This looks interesting. A parchment. Grunwar can read Brittlebone writing, no? What says this? Let him see. A letter. What is a letter? It is a thing Brittlebones do. They write messages on a parchment and have other Brittlebones or birds carry them to whoever the message is for. Why they no just say then? No one knows. And what says it? Hard to make out. The rain has washed away most of it. But it looks like this Brittlebone was a warrior and had been having dark thoughts and acting strangely. The chieftain of this temple told him off. Interesting. They will need more memories, though. Let them keep looking. Going now.
What is that?
You find out. A lever. It seems not connected to the time window.
See if it still works. There might be something worthwhile behind it.
Let Akrog see.
Let Zaska get a proper look.
On his way. He is going. He is going. What on Urgath is this?
Easy. Even the worms would not eat such a beast.
Zaska, okay?
All good. What should he look for?
Anything that looks unusual. Weapons, armor, shiny things.
What is that? That is a damn big book. Old First should take a look at it. Going now. Head towards certain doom. Sure, why not? Interesting. Probably right at home.
What can he do for the tribe? Anything?
No weapons. But this. Can Grunwar read it?
Looks like some sort of holy book. Like Magwa's tablets.
So it also tells of a god that cares or exists not then.
Stop, Saska. Just stop. Says it anything useful about the temple? Or where they guard the cub here? Grunwall can barely make out the words right now, but it seems like what the Moonkin and the stranger believes is right. The Brittlebones cut the field dog into 5 pieces and locked each into a separate temple. Grunwall will read the book thoroughly once they get back to the tribe camp. Akrog sees. He... Wait. The time window. Akrog can feel it now. Back. That way.
We need to look for other options. Maybe we could hire some muscle from the mercenary corps here. They could...
The beast is too strong for us.
What?
You asked why I'm here. And that's it. Even with the seals, we will never be able to contain the field dark.
Then, what are you planning to do?
I'll tell you. It's risky, but the only way. Warriors, open the gate.
Of course, Your Reverence.
There is more to find there.
Can the chieftain find out?
Let him try.
What is it, High Priestess? Are you coming?
Your Reverence, Ishara. I know the past moon's been hard for you. I mean, I was shocked when I found out what happened to High Priestess Galia, but you... It's a tragedy. But you must not let this affect your judgment. Whatever you plan on doing, call in a conclave of the Five first.
Stopped. Again.
Big Blood, careful!
I would, if there were time.
We can use Alvric's spirit messages. They're...
Lara, in these 40 years, have I ever done anything that went against the interests of the Sacred Seal? Ever?
No.
Exactly. Just trust me on this. Please.
Whatever the Hierophant tried to do, it worked out not.
No.
And yet, the cub managed not to escape. Let them march on. Moving now.
He is on his way.
They messed with the wrong
So many dead brittle bones.
Let them take a look at those corpses.
What is that?
You will lead the way. These died not the same way as the ones near the portal. You see those wounds? They were mauled, like from a wyvern.
Or something else. Grangwa will say it one more time. This is a bad idea. Zarek's cub is vile and honorless, and this stranger...
Old Fur has a bad feeling about everything. What suggests he they do instead, Pray until their tusks fall out to a goddess who, admit it, gives not a beak shit about the Moonkin?
All right, that is enough. Zaska is forgetting himself.
Zaska's just saying things how they are, and an old useless fool will not stop him.
What was Tusks? What is wrong with Zaska? What happened between Grungwar and him?
Except that Grungwar is a lying old fool? Nothing.
Grungwar has been nothing but kind to him, and he has never lied to Zaska.
That's so? Then what about the time Grungwar urged Chieftain Narjak to kill the worm-eater cub he found on the battlefield? That ugly, small-tusked cub named Zazka that would forever be a cursed stranger?
All right, quiet now. Zazka is not thinking clearly. It was Nurbok who urged Narjak to not take Zazka in, not Grungwar.
No, it was both of them. Akrog remembers how Zazka always said he has memories of that day, but they were foggy. Well, the memories returned. 3 Moonkin found Zazka that day, and 2 of them urged Narjak to crush him, even though Mugwa's laws say a cub who cannot yet walk must not be harmed. Had Narjak not stayed strong, there would be no Zazka today.
No understand. Zazka is Moonkin.
He is now, but there was a time when he was not. A long time ago, an enemy troll tribe, the Worm-Eaters, attacked the Moonkin. The Moonkin fought them back, and the Worm-Eaters fled their tribe camp. But they left a cub there. Sire Narjak took pity on him and made him a Moonkin. In other words, he is a Moonkin in spirit, but not in blood. That is also why he looks so different.
Oh, just say it, Akrog. Zazka is small, weak, and brittle-tusked. So it is true, no, Grungwar? It was not only Nurbok who wanted Zazka dead, but Grungwar too.
It was a difficult time.
Right. Then all this kindness and patience was just for show, was it not? Rot it. Nurbok and Grungwar really deserve each other.
Why? Why would Grungwar do this?
Oh, because Zazka was not kin back then. He was a Worm-Eater from the same tribe that killed so many Moonkin.
And that makes it right to break Mugwa's laws and kill a scared cub?
It does not. Grungwar made a mistake, and he regrets it deeply.
Puh. Shove this regret where the sun never shines. All this talk about honor and the laws, yet he would kill a little cub. He should be ashamed of himself.
Everybody makes mistakes, Zazka. Grungwar accepts him now. Just remember how he always protected him.
It is true. Zazka has a foul mouth, but Grungwar respects him as a Moonkin. He is crafty and...
Oh, just save the lies for someone who will buy them. They...
Tusks. They hear that sound?
What was that?
Whatever it was, they should not stay here a moment longer than necessary. Grungwar can sense great hex power behind the gate. That is where the sarcophagus of the cub must be. But how can they get through the gate?
It is too strong for Noag to smash. But there are no tunnels to dig through either. Can Trusted One sense a time window?
No. Let them look around. Maybe there is a... Oh, rot it. The wall! Bone people!
Curse them. Behold the power of the Mugwa!
Smash them! Let him out there!
They should be.
Let Akrog see.
What this?
They cannot crush this. They need a key or some other way to tear it down.
It was a difficult time. Right.
They can talk about this in the tribe camp.
There is nothing to talk about.
Hold on, Chieftain. Something is nearby. With Hex power.
The Hex power comes from this, no? Grungwar.
Akrog speaks true. Let him see what the inscription says. Herein be the summer to our winter, the sandstorm to our blizzard, the fire to our cold. Herein guide our spirits into the river of souls.
Muglost tusks, what was that? He feels like his blood is boiling.
Must be a divine blessing to help the brittle bones here with the cold. This could be useful, Chieftain.
Fine.
Not smash!
He will.
Barrel go boom! Come back.
Akrog is ready. Get up. The Moonkin needs him.
What next? Huh. What now? Come back to more trouble.
At his service.
What this?
Metal and locked. Curse it, this place is full of them.
Maybe they tried to keep that beast they heard earlier, whatever it is, from escaping.
How did they get through, though?
There is a shovel claw tunnel over there. Maybe it will get him past the gate.
In that direction.
Let Zazka get a proper look. Time to get his tusks dirty. Mugwa's polished udders. Curse it. Zazka okay? All good. The tunnel just led elsewhere. Looks like some kind of thing-keeping shelter.
Then look if there is anything the Moonkin can use, and come back here.
All right. Wait. Zazka knows that smell. Let him get the others over here. Ready for action. They run from Noog. Let there be light. Get away from Zazka!
Looks brittle. The Moonblood could tear this down.
You find out.
He is going. Let Akrog see.
They don't hurt Big Blood!
That Brittlebone corpse looks interesting.
What this?
Torches. Could be useful.
Let Grungwar take a closer look.
The gift.
We just need to have faith, Roderick. The Guardians will protect us, come what may.
Just like they protected Avena when she threw herself off that cliff.
That was her choice, and hers alone.
No, it was the Hierophant's choice when she decided to lock us up in that prison with that beast. We should have just gone home when that stupid Shadow Shard couldn't kill it.
Then the beast would have just resurrected itself.
But not before we were already back on our boat. I'm telling you, we are no match for that thing. Just being close to the sarcophagus drives me nuts.
that way.
Not smash!
What is this?
Zazka knew it. He should tell Akrok about this. Interesting. Probably.
What on...
Zazka knows how to get through the gate. These barrels will help.
They smell strange. Knows Zazka what is in them?
He does. Boom powder. At least that is what Zazka calls it. The Brittlebones have some fancy name for it. Fire powder, or something like that. They use it to blow things up. Walls, trees, other Brittlebones. Just put it somewhere and toss a torch at it. Job done.
How knows Trusted One about this?
Been there, done that.
Speak true, Trusted One.
Well, remember that old trading post they came across about 3 moons ago? It belonged to Brittlebones. Maybe Zazka found a pouch of Brittlebone stuff there, and played around with it.
And he told Chieftain Narjik not.
Grungwar gets not to judge Zazka. Not Grungwar.
Stop it. Now is not the time. That sounds not very safe.
Well, it is not if one keeps hugging the barrel after the wood has started burning. Just be out of the way when it goes boom, and there's no problem.
All right. Worth a try.
They will need more barrels, though. Let them look. Can a troll not rest for a moment? No, I'll go look.
That thing again.
No, I'll keep kin safe.
And Kin Noak. The tribe for the blood for the tribe. Moving now. What is this?
Going now. What is that? Let Zazka get a proper look.
Grungwar is here. Grungwar will go there.
Interesting.
If they had boom powder, they might be able to do something here.
As perfect as a dough in heat. Now they need fire. Zazka promised too much?
Not at all. Good work.
Maybe Moonkin can make Big Temple Gate go boom too? Worth trying. But they will need more boom powder.
Then let them look for more.
He is going. Magwa's tusks. That one is a giant.
What this? Another golem. Is it not, Grimoire?
This one is made of ice, and it is very, very powerful.
No, cold.
Grimoire, is there a way the Moonkin could harness the golem's power? Control it, perhaps?
Why?
Maybe it could help them get through the gate to the sarcophagus. Can they control it?
Grungwar could try, but he knows not if it works. Also, they would need to wake it first. Akrog sees that hole in its chest. It is missing its heart.
Just like Stone Golem do.
Noag speaks true.
Well, then they know what to do. They have to find the ice golem's heart.
He is on his way.
More time windows. They should look for memories to make them appear.
This looks interesting.
There, the time window. It appeared. The gift.
Yes. What did you want to show me?
Look,
A fish basket.
that's our entire morning's haul. A few mackerels and half of them are too tiny to feed a toddler. Something's happened to these waters, High Priestess. They used to be brimming over with fish, and now we're hardly catching anything. If this goes on, we'll soon be facing worse problems than that cursed clump of flesh in the temple.
I'll think of something. Stay brave, brother. Hearing smiles on us, he does.
So the Brittlebones here were running out of food.
And their chieftain thought the cub was responsible for it.
This way. Go join the worms.
Smash them!
If he insists.
He go there. Time to move on. Why must they plague the Moonkin? Strike them down!
Akrog is listening.
Zazga is listening. Zazga special. Ready for action.
Time to make pay. Only fools challenge the Moonkin.